This year we have started learning about the science of reading. And so I have learned some things about phonics, but this really gets to the meat of how to teach phonics and the why. And so I had not gotten that. And so I'm learning so much that things that I knew how to say, how to read, but I didn't know the why. So I'm finally understanding how the English language works. Previously was an English as a second language teacher and realized that my kids, it's not that they didn't know how to read, it's just they didn't know how to read some words. And other than telling them how to say words because I knew how to say it, I didn't really have the skills to help them do it themselves at some point. And so moving forward, I'm going to be teaching Spanish as a world language. Well, there's a correlation between languages. And so yes, there's the syllables, but if I'm teaching Spanish, how am I going to help them with their English and why they do things in English and why it's different in Spanish? I'm also really excited because I know that at my school, at my school and in my district, we will have a lot of intensive English learners, and I want to start a club after school so that we can just focus on phonics, because at the middle school level, sometimes that's not accessible to students. And so I think that'd be a great way to support them in their journey to learning English. The whole time I've been here, the different sounds of the vowels in English. So as a native Spanish speaker and and I've learned English as a second language, I just knew how to do it because I had strong background in Spanish. And then I just heard the vowels. So when she was explaining the different sounds that the vowels make between short and long, I honestly just stopped at short and long. And then here I've been learning about the vowel teams and just the differences in the language that I was aware because I speak English, I write in English, but the aha moments have been like, oh, this is why. So the whole time, depending on when you grew up, you may not have learned phonics, so everything's an aha moment in this training. Absolutely. I would say that it's almost imperative that all teachers are trained in this methodology. Well, it's not a methodology, but trained in what are phonics, how to teach phonics, because you can target the how-to, and then fluency will come, and then vocabulary will become more accessible, and then comprehension comes. But if you cannot decode the words, then you can't do the other things. So that's what I've been learning. If you can't decode, then you can't learn everything else that we push along. So I would definitely recommend it, highly recommend it.